What a dinner worth the price of a Rolex looks like. This couple paid a lot of money to eat at this restaurant. Their first dish was an eye-opener. The chef served this colorful dish by simply mixing flour and water together. It was a dish made from various colored plants, and the small portion was to remind people to save food. All the guests felt they had been tricked, but Tyler ate with gusto. The second dish was even weirder. It was a grilled chicken thigh with tortillas. At first glance, it looked normal, but on closer inspection, the tortillas were branded with various designs. For example, these 3 internet company owners on their tortillas, evidence of their tax evasion. And then there's this rich old businessman whose tortilla is branded with a picture of him meeting a young girl. That's right, everyone's tacos were branded with evidence of their sins. Everyone lost their appetite after that. Only Tyler kept stuffing his mouth. After all, the price of the meal was worth a Rolex. And the third course was a horror. The chef named the dish Chaos. He had a white cloth laid on the floor, with rosemary all over it. Then the sous chef came on. He took a bow. Suddenly, he swallowed a gun and killed himself. The effect was immediate. Chaos ensues in the restaurant. The waiters rushed to serve the food. But apart from Tyler, who was in the mood to eat, everyone wanted to run. But the restaurant has been sealed off. The chef finally reveals his true purpose. He wanted to kill everyone in the place. Like this actor. Once the chef had been working for months on end. He had a day off. Then he saw this actor in a play that day. It was so bad that it directly ruined his day off. Then there's this actor's girlfriend. Was in the student loan business. Even worse. Everyone here gives the chef a reason to kill them for various reasons. Except Tyler. He came here knowing he'd die. But he came anyway. Because he really wanted to eat here so badly. The restaurant is on an isolated island. No one can escape. The dinner goes on. A restaurant where the price of a meal is worth a Rolex. How they serve their customers. The chef comes to the restaurant's regular customer. He asked him which dish impressed him the most out of all the meals he had eaten here over the years. The rich businessman couldn't answer. The chef's pride was hurt. This is a very glassy-eyed chef. He thinks he's the best chef in the world. The next dish he prepared for his customers. It's called the Fallen Angel. The curtain rises. There's a man hanging outside. He's the chef's angel investor. He helped the chef open the restaurant, but he was always giving advice on the taste of the food. The chef hated him so much. The angel investor, to the horror of the crowd, he ended up sinking into the sea outside. Next, he invited everyone to play a game. He took people out of the restaurant so the men could run for their lives. If they didn't get caught, they could leave the island. When they heard the news, the men ran around, forgetting that they were almost all here with their girlfriends. They were just running for their lives. As expected, the men were all caught. Some were found hiding in a chicken coop. Some were found while rowing. Only Tyler didn't even move. He was eating the whole time. This amazed the chef. His greatest pleasure was to play with the lives of others. But the man in front of him wasn't even afraid. After learning that Tyler's greatest dream was to become a chef, the chef had a plan. He asked Taylor to cook a dish himself. With his years of culinary savoir-faire, Tyler worked his ass off. He made his favorite lamb chops. The chef took a bite. He was in awe. Taylor was overjoyed. And then the next moment, the chef says it's actually a very bad dish. Tyler had this look on his face. It's like his dreams have been trampled on mercilessly. A distraught Taylor is shown out the door. He looks like he's lost all hope of living. The chef just mentally crushed Tyler. It made him happier than physically destroying someone. But Taylor's girlfriend, Anna, immediately turned the tables on him. She sneaks into the chef's workroom. She found a radio. It's a way to contact the police outside. She's about to be saved. Police officer meets his favorite actor in a restaurant, so he asked for the star's autograph, but the autograph reads "Help us, help us." He immediately pulled a gun on the chef of the restaurant. All the coerced customers thought they were saved. They all came forward and complained, spitting at the chef for being an animal, but the policeman slowly pointed his gun at the candle, pulling the trigger. This thing was a lighter. It turned out that the policeman was one of the chef's men. Anna infiltrates the chef's workroom. She found the radio and contacted the police outside. It turns out that the policeman is one of the chef's men. It seems that everyone here is still in danger. And that's when Anna suddenly stood up and said to the chef, "I don't like your cooking." This comment made the self-respecting chef confused. He patiently asked Anna why she didn't like his cooking. Anna said, in no uncertain terms, "You're all self-righteous chefs. You make a dish and then you talk about it and make up a story. It's expensive, but the portions are only so small. A chef, his job is to make dishes that customers love, not to make up stories. Cooking is indeed an art, but you chefs have lost sight of that." After hearing this, the chef, he just asked Anna, "Are you still hungry?" Anna said she was very hungry. "What would you like to eat?" When Anna was asked what she wanted to eat most, she simply said, "A burger and an order of fries." The chef is more serious than ever, frying the patties herself, putting the slices of cheese in by hand. 15 minutes later, a burger and fries is brought to the table. Anna took a bite. She didn't say anything. A $10 bill is placed on the table. This is the greatest recognition a burger chef can receive. Anna's actions. She educated the chef from the soul. She awakened the chef's long-lost interest in cooking, and made him understand the quality of food he'd been striving for all these years was not as good as the burger on the street. The chef sent Anna away with a smile on his face. He had long since decided to die with the restaurant. This absurd story finally comes to an end. The simplest things is the rarest of all.